Hey folks, multiplayer Shadow Empire time, and looks like we've got this is my friend Cael, I think, Phoenix Legion. So he's on my southern border. Now, I can't have him taking this. This is strategically unacceptable to me. So what I need to do is I'm going to have to declare war on him straight away and just take these and then sue for peace, because with this gives him, I think anyway, because I'm just looking at this now and thinking, if I can control these mountains here, then I basically control the access into my domain. So I need to immediately get in here and take as much land as I can, and then, you know, just deal with the diplomatic consequences afterwards, because that's how we roll. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Now, being at war immediately, I don't think he's going to want to do that. So I think that I can basically push this in this direction, because I see what's happened here. This was a zone that he was, you know, this was a farming zone, and he's diplomatically taken it, or he's taken it over straight away. So I can't have that situation. Like, if I'm going to win this game, I need to be aggressive. And yeah, so what I'm going to do, let's have a look at the history. Okay, there's nothing. You don't see anything. So, VidCom. We've discovered automatic rifle, and we've got offer protection, recruit junior, and open contact. I'm just gonna. I think I'm gonna have to go in here. So we're probably gonna take a bit of a happiness hit. I've got on my happiness, my worker, and yeah, look, our levels are fine. So I'm gonna do this. We're gonna increase fist doing this as well, which is kind of interesting. So we got 4% happiness decrease. I'm not bothered about that. That's not the end of the world. So what we need to do now is get these troops in and take these mountain provinces as quickly as possible. And I'm gonna, oh look what we found there. We found a dome farm, so we can take that. Now, let's get these guys in here as quickly as possible and take these mountains here too. And I think this is going to scare the bejesus out of him. Either that, or he's going to be like, ugh, because if I'm thinking right, he's probably going to have something. He's probably going to have, you know, the zone's going to be here, I reckon, somewhere around here, and he's going to have moved in and he's going to have taken this. Unless this is his home territory, but I'm pretty sure this was a zone, if I remember right. Yeah, Jacob's Hole. I think that unless I've made a big mistake here, I think this was something that he's taken. So what I'm going to do anyway, I want to take these mountain provinces here, high mountains, no vegetation, low grassy mountains, and I want to hold those. So what's going to happen now, I think, is he's going to be like, oh, you attacked me. Why have you done that? And I'm going to be like, because I needed, I said, because I want to control this border, basically. That's what I'm going to say. You're always best being honest in these cases, I think. Yeah, I kind of want to push those guys up this way. Oh, they're out of supply, though. What I need to do now, very, very importantly, is we need to build another brigade. So let's get ourselves another brigade up. And I think because I probably want a machine gun infantry brigade now. I wouldn't have done that before. I'd have probably gone for a light infantry, but because now what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to set these guys up on this along here. I'm going to take, unless he is able to rapidly respond to this, what I want to do now is kind of shoot down into here. I want to take these mountain provinces. Just want to take as much stuff as I can, like a smash and grab raid, and then we'll talk. Because I'm going to be like, look. See, I need this as well. I can't have him being able to station, you know, rockets and artillery and all this kind of stuff in mountains. It'll be dead hard for me to get out. And conversely, with me having infantry or whatever along this border, he's not going to be able to. He's going to struggle, right? He's going to struggle to get in there. Now, I might have actually, if this is his home province, and I was misreading this situation a little bit, he might well have lost one of his food assets. In which case, oops, I'm not gonna, you know, tough titty. So yeah, so let's first, we need to get ourselves a machine gun infantry brigade. Now I'm hoping I can afford the whole thing. Yep, machine gun infantry brigade. Let me just double check, because I seem to remember, was my I don't think I've got a model yet, have I, for the machine gun? No, I just stuck with this basic one. So it's not very good. Have a look at these. Yeah, we got grunts too now. Let's just hide the... Oh no, I've not obsoleted those yet. Grunts want to be on low quality. So let's have a look at this. The machine gun are 86 in defense, soft defense. These are 59. Yeah, it's probably worth me just going for the machine gunners again. I like infantry battalions, especially when I'm on the attack. But I think in this particular case, we should probably go with the machine gun infantry, just be on the safe side. So okay, there we got our second one up. This is the second machine gun infantry. I'm going to get a general in there. We don't have any good leaders at the moment, but I'll find one. And yeah, it'll be interesting talking to Cael, because he's going to be like, oh, you attacked me, and I'm going to be like, yes, but it doesn't have to be a war. Like I was just securing my border. Like if I now taking these provinces here, right? Like if I can, like he might be okay. He might be like, all right, you know, if you leave me alone, I'll let you draw a border. Or he might want to go to war. And if he wants to go to war, that's great, because I don't mind. I like fighting. This is why I play this game. So yeah, I don't think that it's not going to be a big problem. Now next turn we probably, yeah. Next turn I'm going to have to move here so I can get supply with these guys. I'd like to move into here and take this one, although I might do that with these guys here. Or we move in here and just take this one. Yeah, I've got to kind of think about this, because let me think about this one. So let me get my pen tool. So I kind of want to like sorry, bear with me. One of the problems with using this little pen tool thing of mine is that oh, it's not working. I don't know why. Oh well, never mind. I can't be bothered to faff around with it. One of the problems with it is it kind of like, I lose all these buttons here. So I lose the I have to use the numeric pad, and then I lose the overlays that I've got on. Okay, militia needs extra funds. Yeah, I bet they do. 250 credits. Yeah, go on then. I've got the money. Take a candidate of ours. Go on then. I'll have a look at this. It'll be bad, by the way. I've never ever had a candidate that comes in that's any good. That when they ask you to take one, like I've kind of learned the hard way just not to do it. But I'm just gambling on the fact that we might be lucky. Yeah. Have a look at key info, see what we got. Capability 3. I mean, that wasn't bad. Intelligence 47 as well. Wow, okay. Got diplomacy. This guy's good. Maybe we get him in the... Maybe we get him in that council. I forget now if I'm playing 2 games of this at once, so I'm getting a bit confused between the two. Between the 2 games. Let me just double check who I've got. No, I've still got Bertie. This guy's crap. So I need to get rid of this guy out the Supreme Command Council. Do we have anybody with... Let me just go to key info. No, it's... I want to get all of you, and then we want to go to stats war. There we are. Yeah, so he's got the highest. We need to get... Dick Sirius is actually... Yeah, he's still commanding the 1st Machine Gun Infantry Brigade. It was him that I was going to get out into the high command, wasn't it? Now I'm going to need him, I think. Now that I'm technically at war. So... Oh, yeah, he's actually good too. Let's get him... I'm actually... it's difficult, you see, because this guy would be really good in the Supreme Command Council, and that would really help my game. However, I think I probably need him in here, because he's actually going to be... Look, his defensive tactics is high. Infantry tactics is high. He's a good commander. He's going to win battles. So, some of these other guys are just, they're like capability 2, but they've gotten really bad scores for war, which is a real shame. What I might do is I might put Dick Sirius into, because he's got war 44, and then get this new guy. Where's this new, excuse me. Ian Men, where are we? Reverse, there we go. Sorry, I'm playing this when I'm tired again, so I'm struggling to kind of focus on all the info. Okay, so, yeah, he's got a really high intelligence. So he's another one that we could probably, presumably put into the Supreme Command Council, and he'd do well. I might actually put him into the 1st Machine Gun Infantry Brigade. The problem is, I need those guys in there now. I don't think there's going to be any warfare this turn. I don't know if, let's just get those guys added to the 1st. And we can't do it with the militia, obviously. Yeah, interesting choices, because this is an opportunity I can't pass up to take this. I don't want a border with a player where I've got a bit of a disadvantage. Now I can guard all this, and he's, you know, and this is the weak part of my territory, basically. This area, look, you can like roll tanks through here, and what have we got? We've got 1, 2, 3 hexes, 4 hexes. No, you'd have to come here. So he's, yeah, there is one hex that I had that was, but then he'd be able to, if he had taken these, he could have come in, you see, over this way. As it is, he can't, he's not, unless he spends enormous amounts of industrial points to get roads through here. He's not going to be able to do that. Yeah, I think the best, right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, and I'm going to basically take this territory here so that I've not got a weak border. And once I've grabbed this, I need to get these as well. So this guy's going to move in like this next turn. We go like that, and then I'm going to grab these 3 or 4 hexes here. After that, I'll be happy, because I mean, I kind of don't want him to have any of the mountains. Actually, I'd rather be holding the mountains than overlooking his terrain. This is exactly what happened in my last multiplayer game. I ended up going to war quite early, but in that I did it because I didn't want a player close to me. And it was my mate, and I wanted to, you know, I was just kind of, you know, kind of trolling him a bit as well. But I think that in this case, that I'm quite justified in doing this, because this is a bad situation for me. I can't really allow that to happen. As it is, he's probably going to start getting up into here. I probably need to think about. Yeah, this is going to go up next turn. Just have to check my money situation here. No issues. Okay. One of the nice things about being on a planet with lots of population. You're not struggling for taxes. You don't have to go into enforcement quite as heavily as you would. Oh, our spies in Phoenix Legion have found info. I don't know. We need to get spies into Phoenix though. That's for sure. So I haven't got any covert ops cards.
We'll go.
Okay, so we sent an envoy to them. we sent them a mailed gauntlet, basically, saying, "Give us those mountains or die." That's basically what's happened. Yeah. What I'll do is I'm going to grab these, and then I'll propose peace. See what he does. He might attack me. If he attacks me, he's not going to do well. I don't think that. I don't know. Like, probably not as. I don't think he's quite as experienced as at the game as me. So I think he'll be a little bit reluctant to. Like, I think he'll not going to go down without a fight. This guy when he plays Dominions, he's one of these people, like, he can be attacked by 2 or 3 people and he'll survive for, like, you know, 25 turns, just won't die. He's really good. He's really good at Dominions. But I think in this, and he's going to be smart at this as well, because he's a smart guy. But I think in this particular situation, I don't think there's much he can do. I think he's going to have to cede this. And you know, what am I going to do? I mean, do I push the advantage? If I bring two brigades down here, I could probably take what I wanted. I think what I'll do is, just for the sake of the game, though, to not be a dick about it. I'll probably come down here and I'll take the territory I want, and then say, all right, I got what I want now, you know, and see what he does, because I think that would be fair, you know. Like, also the other thing is, of course, if I attack him and take him out early, which is, you know, a viable strategy in a multiplayer game, the other three players are probably going to be, or the other two players are going to just, they're not going to give me any diplomatic kind of passes, essentially. They're really not going to be happy with that. So okay, yeah, I think that's about it. I don't think I can do any more. I don't have any stratagems that I can play that I think are going to be particularly useful. Yeah, I don't think there's much I can do. I'm going to save my political points here, I think. And yeah, just leave it at that. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, guys.